Hello everybody, and today we are on Minecraft PE, and the reason we are here is because I made this awesome creation here. It is a super secure door, and the door is all the way over there, see it just rendered in. It is the iron door all the way at the end, and we need to get all of the security correct just to get into that one door. So there is a lever lock, an item frame lock, a color lock. There is a named item lock there, and then there's sort of a creation of my own, which I will show you later. So first, let's go to the lever lock. So this is pretty simple, and I know that the combination is down, up, down, down, up, down, up. And then for the item frame lock, there is, so it's up, and then it's that way, and then up, and then like that, and then sideways, then down, then up. And then for the color locks, so I know that this one is cyan. There we go, the cyan wool. And then there's the magenta. Yep, there we go, the magenta. And then the red. There we go. And we have the lime. Just like that. So now we are on to the named item lock. So that's why there's an anvil right here to name your items. But I already have my items named. So you just go into the chest here. So all you have to do for this is I have to put an arrow that says I right there with a capital, and then IZ, so is, I guess, with a name tag, put that in there, and then a brick, all capital A, put that in there, and then a pumpkin pie named Pie, all caps, and we put that in there. Now the door should actually, oh, I just realized it's raining. Let me fix that. There we go. So the door, okay, is not opening. So all, if the door does not open after that point, you click the button and it should open. That is where the pressure plates come in. So if you just try to walk to the door will close because you have to get the right pathway to the door. So you click that button to reset it. And I know the combination is over here, all the way down to here, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 across, up to the middle, and straight back to the door. And here we are out. And if I close the door, then to get out, all I have to do is, that's not good, but all I would have had to do is click the button and it would have opened. Okay, so now I'm not going to show you a block for block tutorial, but I will sort of show you how most of these work. So if you go to the lever lock, as you can see, you place levers in a line like this, and levers that you want to be flicked down, you put a redstone torch, and levers you want to be flicked up, you put a repeater. So, and then you put a line of blocks with redstone on all of them, and then a redstone torch there. And then what I did was I carried it out and put another redstone torch right here. So, the reason for this is, if any of these are wrong, this entire line of redstone is turned on, turning that redstone torch off, turning this line of redstone off, turning that redstone torch on, creating this entire redstone line to be on, and this full redstone line connects all the way to the door. So that means if one thing is wrong, the door closes. So remember that this entire redstone line is connected to the door, and if one of the redstone lines, any of these are incorrect, this entire redstone line turns on, turning off the door. So let me reset this. As you can see, if one's wrong, this turns off, and then the door is closed over there. You can't really see it because it's not rendered in, but it it did. So let me turn these all back up. Here we go. Now for this one, it's slightly more complicated, but it's not too bad. So all you have to do for this is put all of your I keep getting the name, your item frames right here in a row, spaced one apart. And then you put an item, I like arrows because they are pretty easy to work with in all of them. And then you go behind here, and then you put a block down with a comparator on it, so the item frame matches up with the comparator. And then you put a line of blocks all the way around here, or you just put a line of blocks like outwards, fill it with redstone, and then set it to your password. So like if I wanted the password to be here, then I would do that. But let me set it back to up. So what are you doing here? So after you do that, then you break the line of blocks one after the redstone goes out. So you see this redstone is powered, but this redstone is off. This, and then you put a redstone torch right here and a redstone torch right here. So the reason for that is this redstone torch has to be off and this one has to be on. And I just put a redstone torch there, and then a piece of redstone dust here, and then another redstone torch. So this redstone torch is off, and this redstone torch is off. And I just connected all of them up with some redstone, and connected that to here, and then connected it to this. Wait, why do I have this? This is like the most inconvenient thing ever. I don't know. Don't question me. But there's a line of redstone all the way to the door. So if you see, if we reset it, this goes up, up, up. This goes up. These two go up. And this one goes up. Oh, whoops. Up. So you see, all of the redstone torches are not correct, except for the ones that were supposed to be up in the first place. So this one, and then the redstone line is on, turning this on. Now for the color locks. These are definitely the most complicated of all of them. So I have 4 here, and I need a button connected to a piston feed tape. So there are probably thousands of piston feed tape tutorials on YouTube. So you could just look at those, but all you have to do is place 2 directly next to each other. One with however many wool colors you want, although keep in mind that you can't do more than 12 because of the piston push limit. So this is, I didn't look at a tutorial for this, so this is very slow and non-compact. So don't try to build this. Just look at a tutorial for how to build a piston feed tape. All you have to do is place 2 right next to each other, and then but keep in mind that a lot of piston feed tape tutorials do not work that well for Pocket Edition if they're on the Java edition. So make sure you get a Pocket Edition tutorial. So after you put the 2 together, you need to fill the other one with glass that you did not put the wool, and then you want to set it to your password by clicking the button, and then when it's on the correct color that you want, you come over here, put a redstone block, and then turn it on. See, I have the lever right there, and on the glass line, you put a solid block that's not glass, so like dirt if you're sort of short on resources. If you're building this on survival, I just put iron right here, right next to the redstone block, and then in the piston feed tape, you want to take a repeater, and then you want to run that line over here to the redstone line. So I have all of it here, and then they're all off, which is good. So this is off. Now, if I reset it, I will show you that. There we go. So it's back to yellow. I don't know why I choose yellow. That's the color that I picked to reset it for. And you see, there is no iron block here anymore. The iron block is down there. And the reason you put an iron block or any solid block and then a transparent block, so like glass, glowstone, anything like that, the reason is repeaters cannot take the the output through a transparent block from a redstone dust. But it can do it from a solid block. So right here, that's pretty much how it works. There is the memory line and the actual thing. Okay, now if we move on to this, pretty much what I did was the named item. Pretty much what I did was I looked up how to make an item sorter, so I made that, and then here are the item chests right there at the bottom, and then all I did, so I put the different items that you need to put in, and then a junk chest, and let me take one item out. You can see the comparator goes off, so all I did was put a comparator, and then lead it into these redstone torches onto a redstone line, and brought that over and hooked it up to this redstone line. So if I take this one out, oops, not that one, this one out, you see that the comparator goes off, the redstone torch goes on, turning this redstone line on. And if we go on to this, which I don't really want to claim that I invented it, but I did not see anything like this ever before until I made it. So, just saying. Here we go. So, it's actually a pretty easy thing to build. You just need a bunch of pressure plates, and what you want to do is you want to lay out your path, and are you serious? And just like that, the sun's back out. So, what you want to do is you want to lay out your path. Well, just think of where your path is, and put blocks where your path is, and then fill all the rest of them, all the rest of the grid with, I might want to say one thing. You want to dig down 2 blocks, and then that's when you want to do it. See, so if it's an incorrect block, you put redstone, and if it is a correct block, you just put another block. And you want to make sure all of the redstone is able to go to this corner block leading out here. If it's not, then connect it with a repeater, but the repeater has to be instead of a block of on the correct path. Okay, so after you do that, you want to lead the redstone over here. So if something is incorrect, it turns on. And see, you were just able to see that it turned off there. You lead it into a sort of this little circuit. It's a dropper, and a dropper. This one is facing this way, this one is facing up, and this one is facing over here to the hopper, pointing back into the first one. So the reason for this is once this repeater goes into here, it makes the item, I just put a comparator, go into the second dropper and up to the first dropper, or the third dropper. So this one thing will do both of them. And then the reset button is over here. You see if I click it, it sends a redstone line over here. It makes the item go from the third dropper to the hopper and go back down to the first item. And all you have to do from there is you need a comparator output from the third dropper over here into your redstone line. So if it turns on, then the door will close, and if it's off, then the door will open. And all you need is a button here to be able to get out. So thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. Like and subscribe. See ya.